Hi everyone. I'm excited to present you this application called FinMate. So this is an agentic AI applications based on personal finance. So I'll just quickly talk about this motivation behind it. Earlier days, when we were tracking expenses for personal finance reason, we it is really difficult to carry every details and then accumulate things and to derive insights from that. But in today's world, every transactions we make has a digital presence. From that base idea, I'm thinking about these applications where we can really talk to our finance. Like since we have this, our LLMs have these agentic capabilities. We can somebody knows about our finances, and we just can talk to it. This is the base of this application. Okay, now come to this application. I'll just first show on the two parts of this applications. One is validating the query from the users, and then second is the actual query execution to get the results. In this section, I'll quickly talk about the architecture. So for frontend, I'm using React.js with Vite, and I have the option to select the LLMs from the front end. I can show here. So this is you can select any of the LLMs. So now I have tried with Gemini 2.0 and Gemini 2.5 Flash, and even local LLMs with Ollama is also local LLM with Ollama is also possible, but it is not efficient. The results are coming, but it's not that good. So I'll be demonstrating only with Gemini. Then for backend, I'm using FastAPI for request and response. For LangGraph nodes, I have used for I'm using StateGraph to capture message conversations as well as user interactions like confirmations and validations of the query and correction of the query. So those things being used in the state. That's why I'm using LangGraph nodes. And Google Auth 2 I am using for Gmail authentication. DuckDB analytical database I am using for storing transactions. Once the transactions are passed from the statements, it goes and stored in the DuckDB and database. It is a columnar database, and DuckDB is fast in terms of aggregation on the data. And then Gemini, as I already told. And the next one is about this architecture flow. So it will start with user's query, and it validates if some part is missing. It validates with the parameter. If some part is missing, it will go to the clarify and get the clarification. And if user says after all the validations is done, it will go for the clarification. If clarification is no, it will change with the query or change any other parameter. Goes back to the user. If it is yes, it goes to the assistant. In assistant is actually talking to LLM, and LLM in terms of talks to different tools defined in the system. So it can fetch data from Gmail, it can decrypt the statements, it can download and decrypt the statements, then it can pass the email statements and then store to the database transactions and store in the database. When the query first comes, it goes directly to the query database. If there is no result, it goes and fetch the if there is no result, it goes and fetch the data from the Gmail account, Gmail in terms of statements, and again push the details to the database. This is how it works. In this part, I will be showing the validation part of this application. If I just say hi, it will ask me about the details, basic details like bank name, account number, and month. So I'll go with ICICI Bank then account number is 9469 account number is 9469 and month is June. It validates and intent, nothing is there. You just so see, bank name is ICICI, account number is a taken month, any month it has taken June, year 2025. If you have not specified year, it will take the current year, and date range, if since you have mentioned June, it comes with 1st June to 30th June. And query hint is came from this subject. The query hint is used to fetch the data from the Gmail account, so that is there. Now out of this, anything you want to change, this will come, this part will always comes after every query to validate the request. Now anything you can change in this. Suppose I want to change intent. See, it has kept the bank intent. It got the get spending details. ICICI Bank was as it is, account number was as it is, month is April, the query. So now here it is, this date range did not change. So now I will change. So bank is changed, then account number is as it is, month is changed to May, and date range is changed. So this is perfect. So now you can validate anything. You can also change query, and anything you want to change, you just prompt it, it will change. Yeah. Okay, after I explain how the validation things works in this, now I refresh the context window, and here is the complete flow. I'll start with like this. Here is the analysis. So this is it has, so this bank account has got only 5 transactions in this, so that is why it is showing like this. I can show here now. Select so 5 transactions are there. Now on this I can ask like, so here, so every time it validates, because you may need to change something here. So if I say yes, it tells hash transactions from the date is 3000, which is 29/06/2025, which you can check. This is the maximum amount is 3000. Now I'll just, who is the receiver of who, and this is a credit or debit. I'll just check. This is a then I'll just ask again. It asks for the validation, and you say yes. If you see something needs to change, you change, otherwise yeah, this is the receiver. Now we can label this UPI ID, and you can do something. Now I want to change this number. I want to change account number to one more account I have is 6193. So this intent is not correct. So what I'll do is I'll change. There is a problem here in the query hint. It is still looking for 9469. I can change. Now this is all correct. Now if I go proceed, see, I understand this is a new account 6193. There was no data for that account. So if I go, if you see, there is no data for that account. I just want to show you. This is the other one account. Where is account number? Yeah. So here we have only 9469 and the count is only 5. If I go for this 6193, there was no account. It should fetch the accounts now. We'll see how it works. 6193. And you got it. So the total expense of 6193 is 39,270. So what is so I'll ask. So now if you go here, it will see, you can see the two accounts will be showing, one for 9469, one for 6913. Now if I go here, I'll just ask what is the total amount spent on UPI. And so I'll just see what it says. So got it. So here is the same thing, you just validate it. This is 6193, all is good. Now if I say yes, what is happening, we'll see. It will be quick because the total amount spent on API is this 12,053. 12,000 total amount. Expense is 39,270 and 12,000. Oh, what is the maximum amount spent on okay, can you explain this month transactions based on different modes here in this system. Modes is defined like is it a net UPI or net banking, like that. Explain. Here's the breakdown of net banking, a total of a total of 69,000 total of 69,590 through UPI. Okay, tell me all the summarize UPI transactions based on debit and credit. And I say yes, and I say yes. So yeah, you see, this was, I just wanted to show it is violating with the other one. Earlier time it said 12050 was the total expense. Total amount which is debit 123, and total UPI transactions is 69, which sums up to this two, because there is a credit of 57 on so this is sums up to this 69. So these numbers are correct. All I wanted to say is the numbers are correct, and you can really talk to your accounts. Now I have two accounts, 6193 as well as 9469. Now I can ask, can you tell me the total expense from both accounts 616193 and 9469 in the month of June. So this is yes. Total expenses. The amount is this. The combined total is this. So let's stop it for now.